Most people believe that dropshipping is a new thing when in reality it's been around for over a decade. Even though dropshipping has been popularized in the recent years due to things like eBay and Amazon and just e-commerce in general, one of the first types of dropshipping businesses can be traced back to the early days of the mail order businesses in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Companies would advertise products in catalogs and take the orders from customers instead of stocking the inventory themselves. Then what they'll do is forward the orders to the manufacturers or wholesalers who will then ship the products directly to the customers. This is something that's been happening for many, many years, but a lot of people believe that dropshipping is a new thing when that just isn't the case. Fact number 2 is that it doesn't always take over 30 days or over 20 days for customers to receive dropshipping orders. Now, one of the most common things that a lot of people believe before they think about starting a dropshipping business is that it's going to take so long for their customers to receive their orders, and because of that, there's no point in even building a dropshipping store. And I'm not saying that this isn't true, because of course, if you use things like AliExpress or other Chinese suppliers, most of them tend to have really long shipping times. But the reality is, if you did go into AliExpress, because they've got multiple different vendors selling the same product, not every single one of them offer really long shipping times. So if you do a little bit of research, you're going to see that some of them offer 10-day delivery, 15-day delivery, so on and so forth. And there's other suppliers out there, for example, AutoDS, that offer 6-day delivery, 9-day delivery, and really quick shipping options. Like, for example, if you signed up for the 30-day trial by using the link in my description down below, this is a similar page to what you're going to see, which is their marketplace. Then if you come over here to where it says supplier, you're going to be able to filter it to the AutoDS suppliers. Then what you're going to be able to do is come over here to where it says fast shipping, and straight away you're going to be able to see all of these different products that have, again, really quick shipping. Like this one has a shipping time between 2 to 4 business days. All of them come with really quick options when it comes to getting the product to your customers. So moving on to the third fact, which is that there's so many teenagers that are making thousands of dollars every single day from dropshipping stores. So legally speaking, you're not able to sign up for a dropshipping store if you're under the age of 18. But what a lot of teenagers are doing is that they're putting their store under their parents' name. And then once they turn 18, they now put the account in their own details. And the reason why I know that this is true is because this is what I had to do myself when I first started building e-commerce stores. Because I was under the age of 18, I had to put everything in my mum's name. And for around 2 or 3 years, that's how I was able to build up the initial capital that I now use to skyrocket my business once I now crossed the age of 18. And the reason why I felt like it was important for me to let you guys know this is because I'm getting so many teenagers that are commenting on my videos on a daily basis, and a lot of them believe that they're not going to be able to start a dropshipping store. But if you're able to put all of the details in your parents' name, in your uncle's name, in your auntie's name, in your grandma's name, you're going to be able to start with no issues. Moving on to the fourth dropshipping fact, which is that most new dropshippers fail because they don't test multiple different products. So one thing that I've learned over my 3 or 4 years of building up this channel and building up a community of various different people that are looking to sell physical products online is that majority of people end up giving up, mainly due to the fact that they're not willing to try over and over again when it comes to testing various different winning products. What most beginners do is that they'll put a lot of time in when it comes to doing product research. They'll do everything possible to make sure that the item is definitely selling well. Then what they'll do is that they'll spend a couple of days to build a store and list the item for sale. And because no customers have bought the item within a week, within 2 weeks, within a couple of weeks, they end up completely giving up when it comes to building an e-commerce or a dropshipping business. When in reality, the way that you're going to be able to succeed is if you test out multiple different products, even if you fail once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. And again, using myself as an example, when I first started building e-commerce stores, the first couple products that I tried to sell, I didn't have any success with. It was maybe my 4th or my 5th product that now got me to the point of making $10,000 in profit every single month. So if you're currently on your dropshipping journey, you just need to remember that the aim of the game for you to succeed over the long term is to make sure that you're willing to test, and then test again. So moving on to the next fact, which is that most successful dropshipping stores end up leveling up to the point where they start buying stock in bulk. Now, most people believe that once they reach a certain level of success with their dropshipping store, that they're going to be able to continuously keep doing that year after year after year. When from my own personal experience and from what I've seen from other stores, is that you're going to get to a point where it only makes sense for you to start importing the products into your country, especially if you live in places like the UK, US, etc., etc. The reason for this is that you're going to be able to offer really quick delivery to your customers, and you're also going to be able to make more profit because you're going to be able to get the product at a cheaper unit cost. And to give you an example of what I'm talking about, I'm just going to jump back into AutoDS and I'm going to come over to their winning product section. Reason being is because all of these different items that are currently performing well, we're going to be able to click into one of them, and we're also going to be able to see a store that's selling any one of these different items. So let's click on this one over here. Then what you need to do is just scroll down just like this and come over to this section over here and click on this link over here that says seller website example. Alright, so this is the website that's currently dropshipping this ultrasonic dog barking control device. And we can see at the moment that they're dropshipping it for around $34. However, if we go over to AliExpress, I've already typed in the name of the item right there. And as you can see, there's some similar items that are available right now. So there's this one over here that is currently available for around $21 if we did want to buy it from this particular AliExpress vendor. So the price that this store is selling it for, they're able to make a decent amount of profit if they are buying it from somewhere like AliExpress. But the reason why I'm saying that eventually it only makes sense for you to buy the products in bulk is because if we head over to Alibaba.com, right there I've typed in the name of the item again, and I'm going to scroll down and see if I'm going to be able to find it. Yep, right here we can see the exact same item for a verified supplier, and it's only going to cost us around $9 to around $10 if we order 20 pieces at the same time. So automatically, if this store did decide to eventually import the products in bulk to their own country, maybe to a fulfillment center or even to their own house for them to fulfill the orders themselves, they're going to be able to instantly make a lot more profit, and they're also going to be able to take a lot more control over their business. So on to the next fact, which is that most people believe that Shopify is the only option when it comes to building a dropshipping website, when that just isn't the case. There's so many different website platforms out there that you can use. For example, Wix, WooCommerce, BigCommerce, Squarespace, etc., etc. And all of these different options may be suitable for you and your needs. But the main reason why a lot of people prefer to use Shopify is because they've made it very user-friendly when it comes to building a physical product business. A lot of those other options that I just mentioned tend to do so many different things, whether it's helping you build a blog website, helping you build a portfolio website. However, when it comes to Shopify, they've mainly specialized in making sure that their features are suitable for people that are looking to build dropshipping or e-commerce stores. Not only that, another reason why a lot of people like to use Shopify is because they're always offering various different trials when it comes to you being able to use it for a couple months, test it out and see if it's something that you want to use over the long term. Like for example, if you use the link in my description down below, you're actually going to be able to sign up for Shopify for the next 3 months, and all you're going to need to do is pay $1 per month, whereas the regular price is around $39 every single month. So instantly, if you use that link, you're going to be saving over $100 if you did decide to use Shopify when it comes to building your dropshipping website. So even though Shopify isn't the only option out there, in my opinion, I believe it's the best. This is what I've used when it came to building all of my different e-commerce stores. That's enabled me to make my first 6 figures in profit with an e-commerce website. All right, so moving on to the 7th fact that you need to know if you are looking to build this type of business, which is that 67% of online sales were made using a mobile phone. Now, this isn't specific for dropshipping. This is just for e-commerce in general, but the reason why it's very important for you to be aware of it is that if you are looking to build a dropshipping store, you need to make sure that your website is optimized for mobile phones. The mistake a lot of beginners make is that when it comes time for them to list products on their store and start driving traffic to their store, they don't realize that majority of people are shopping on their phone, and if they've made their website in a way that it's not really working on a mobile phone, they're automatically going to lose out on money. So not only were 67% of orders in 2022 placed using a mobile phone, but by 2025, it's estimated that even more people are going to be shopping on mobile phone rather than a computer, laptop, or tablet. So on to the next fact that you guys need to know, which is that eBay is one of the most popular marketplaces that various different dropshippers are making a lot of money from on a daily basis. So most people don't realize that it's actually very possible to build a dropshipping business on eBay. It comes down to the basic formula that you're going to use if you want to use something like Shopify. For example, spend time doing product research and find an item that people are spending money on. And one of the best softwares that you can use to do this is something like Zeek Analytics, because if you go onto it, you're going to be able to not only see how much money people are spending on a particular product, but you're also going to be able to see who the biggest seller is for the item at the moment, and then from there you're going to be able to see all of the different items that they're currently selling in their store. So because of softwares like Zeek Analytics, they've made it super simple when it comes to filtering between all of the items that are going to waste your time and all of the items that are going to bring you a decent amount of revenue. I've personally been using Zeek Analytics for the past few years to help me with my eBay brands, and because of that, I'm able to find winning products that help me generate money even when I'm on holiday, sitting by the beach or sitting by the pool. So if you also wanted to sign up for Zeek Analytics for a 7-day trial, I've got a link for them as well in my description down below. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to press the like button. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe as well and hit the bell notification. And if you want to watch a completely free webinar where I explain my story in a little bit more detail as to how I was able to make my first $1,000 in profit every single day as a complete beginner, then you can watch that free webinar by clicking the first link in the description down below. And if you also wanted to watch another YouTube video that I made not too long ago where I break down some key things that you need to know when it comes to building a dropshipping business step by step, things I didn't really talk about in today's video, then make sure you click the link right there. Check that out straight after this one because it's already helped out so many people, and I'm sure that it's going to help you out too. Alright guys, I'll see you on the next one. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.